T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Hello, hello, hello. Your Dynamite dolls are here. We are here, and listen, before we get into it,
Back together.
we are back together. I missed you last week, even though y'all had a wonderful show.
Yes, but they can't replace you. My heart.
And I feel the same. Whenever you're not here, I feel empty. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm great. Change of scenery. I'm in a hotel. Don't worry. It's nothing weird. I'm not on vacation. My house is getting fumigated. I'll be back. Next week I'll be back to my same old room. But you'll see the sunset, this lovely view of a parking lot. But it's all good.
And I think right now, currently, the Salt Shakers are live too, doing Ms. and Mrs. So if you have the ability to stream both, you should probably pop back and forth because, baby, today's episode was, I think it was a little spicy on the spice meter, friend. What do you think?
I know. Yeah, I'm going to say it's a hot.
It was a hot. Yeah, I'll give it a hot. I'll give it a hot. A solid hot.
Yeah, it was a good, solid show. Yes, solid show. We'll get into a little.
We will get into it.
We got a little too much mayonnaise with Jericho.
They tried to give you a little hot sauce because they added Tay and Sammy.
No, I don't want that.
Hot sauce in your mayo?
I don't want that. It's not good. That's store-bought. I don't like it.
Listen, we'll get into it because y'all know how
it's paste picante.
Anyway, it was hot. We're going to get into it, y'all. We got the car here. We had, what was it called? Road Rager. Road Rager.
I don't know what it means, but I like the graphics.
Yeah, very lunar punk, very my aesthetic. I love it very much. Very vaporwave. If you don't know what vaporwave is, look it up on Pinterest. Very that whole aesthetic. We had the hair versus hair match. We had the ladder match. We had Ospreay and Dex Harwood. We had the Plaintiffs versus Warlow, which we will get into because child. Ethan Page and Miro. We had Mox and Tamahashi go face to face, and we had Toni Storm versus Britt Baker DMD. Why I can't talk today? And we had a whole host of foolishness in between because today was the day of who finna come out from the back and what they finna say. Today was just in lieu.
Well, you know what it was?
What?
All the security was busy in the match, so they weren't watching the doors. So that everybody came through, there was no security.
That's true. And we had no Hardy's action. Before we get deep into this, Al and I are sending our thoughts and prayers to Jeff and Matt and the wives, the families, the kids. There's a lot of discourse going on in the international wrestling community right now that are calling for Jeff's head. And I just say everybody needs to step back and sit down, because if it was you, you wouldn't necessarily be wanting everybody to, call for action. I will say that Al and I both have been saying that Jeff needs to retire.
Mm-hmm. I said it
And
last
he
week
does.
when the original ladder match was announced.
Exactly.
I said it last week. I did not like him being in this match.
I say it every time. I told him this when I met him. I said, hey, you have given us enough. Please rest. And I really feel like his upswing in drinking and his upswing in medication is to cope with the state of his body, because his body is mangled.
Yeah.
So I don't care what y'all think about him. I love you, Jeff. I really, really hope that you get what you need. Tell AEW to kiss your ass if you need to go home. They will be fine. And shout out to Matt for always being the supportive brother that he's always been. And shout out to Tony Khan for taking the Vince McMahon route and just allowing things to happen. Because Vince just did this with Jimmy. Got his DUI and won tag titles 3 days later. I'm just saying, it's a trend. Nobody was calling for Jimmy's head. So slow down on Jeff and argue with your mama about it, because Father's Day is Sunday. I'm not interested. Don't come for me. I didn't send for you. Reroute your GPS, because you don't want that smoke. Not over Jeffrey Nero.
No.
Also, do not expect us to get into any of the Vince McMahon allegations.
This is not the one. We go to somewhere else.
None of the shows. It's a hot mess. None of us are surprised, and we're not talking about it. Great. So, hot.
If you're surprised, are you new here?
Are you new here?
But yes, I agree about Jeff. If this is the end, if Double or Nothing was the end, I'm gonna say this before, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And I know like we're talking about like me meeting him in Vegas with Big, but I don't need that. He gave me a ton of memories. And
the thing is, he doesn't have to quit touring. He can still do his music. He can still make appearances, and
he needs a good break.
He does.
Just rest his mind and his body and be with his kids and not have to be like he's on.
I agree.
He doesn't need, maybe next year, just take all the time you need, Jeff. We'll be here. You're good. We got Peacock. We can dig through that massive app for you.
Exactly.
We got YouTube. We're fine. I don't need new matches, but yes, I love you, Jeff. Just take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. The same thing that I told you at WrestleCon, I will say again. Take care of yourself. We love you and we need you. And we don't need you taking yourself out of here early on the account of anybody else. And with that being said,
anyway,
let's get into this show, because we jumped off a cliff with the hair versus hair match. Okay. We just went right on into the abyss. There was no warning. There was no sign, like no guardrail, nothing. We just went right on over the edge.
Well, it was a road rager. They just kind of just.
You're right. There's no point with the road rage.
Pedal to the metal. Let's do all the car puns that I know. There's not that many.
Child, when Jericho's music hit, I was like, this is how we started the show.
Okay, so I missed it because my hotel had the West Coast suite of TBS. Mm-hmm. So I had to grab my laptop and turn it on. I just turned it off. And I was like, oh, I didn't put another one. So I missed the entrances, and I was like, oh, we're in the hair versus hair, or we're in it.
Oh,
I didn't see the barber chair. I missed just a little bit of it. I saw
we had JR screaming.
Yes.
And then we had
there was
the barber chair, and then it was boom, match. We here. Let's go. Jericho came out looking as confused as always.
Well, it's a tough time for him.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of trials and tribulations that around, possible whereabouts last year. Wives, I don't know. It's a tough time for him. And,
I don't have no sympathy for it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't have no sympathy for it.
I have absolutely no sympathy.
You're losing me. You're losing me like you would have lost to MVP if he would have handed you them hands in real life. I'm going to say it. I don't care who you a fan of. You can be a Jericho-holic for 70 years. Wrestling is different from these hands. Please know. And that man from Opalaka that's been in prison, dropping mixtapes, and just won a jiu-jitsu national champion as recently as like the last 2 years, would have handed you your Canadian ass had you took that fight, which is why you took your ass on that elevator and said, I don't fight jobbers. No, you just team with them.
Yeah, look at that. What happened at the end?
Outside of Daniel, because I love Daniel, but
Wait, he doesn't count. He doesn't count.
you team with them. You know, whatever you want to say. Jericho, you're losing me. We'll get more into it later. But I am fastly putting a halt on my Jericho-holic train because, baby, you're exhausting me.
Wow. That took a lot. You were in it, and I was questioning that. I understand. I just understand his legacy,
and yes. I was in it for the love of him.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, since that promo, you know which promo.
Yeah.
I have been, you know, it just giving very.
It's not Chris Jericho anymore, and I don't. I think it's real life.
Yeah, I don't know who this person is, but I don't think I like this person. I'm gonna just say it. I don't care. Yeah, this person is not. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Him and his whole society outside of, again, Daniel Garcia, because I love you, Daniel. You know that. Love you here. Yeah. The rest of them.
Well, hopefully he, like, Daniel Garcia can, like, get adopted by, like, BCC now that somebody else is in there, you know?
Yeah. I like that. I would not even mind Daniel Garcia going and playing with Ricky Starks and them, or even Swerve and Keith Lee. I wouldn't mind that either.
Okay, we don't even know if Swerve and Keith Lee are still a thing because they didn't even acknowledge what happened last week, and that was upsetting. Rude.
Look, I'm like, don't make me mad again.
Rude.
Don't make me mad about it again.
Truly upsetting. But anyways, if they are, I want them to still be friends. I want them to be teaming. And yes, Daniel Garcia can go play with them. Yes.
I can go play with either one of them.
He can go. Just get rid of. Just leave. Leave this.
Yeah, Jericho Appreciation Society does not appreciate you, Daniel. You deserve better. We want better for you.
He main evented AEW like the Dynamite 2 weeks ago with Mox,
and had a banger of a match. For me,
amazing. Yes,
because he's amazing.
He's amazing. He doesn't need a team.
No, he doesn't. They need him. Because Jericho is a fish out of water right now, and I hate that for him, but he is.
Well, it's his own problem. But he won, and Ortiz had to cut his hair.
Well, and let's go back to Ortiz, because Ortiz came out like a madman. I'm just going to say it. Ortiz was on a whole rampage.
Well, it's when the face paint comes on. It's how you know it's real.
That's true.
It changes him. It's a snap. You know he only wears it for if it's going to get real. So,
and you know, I just need to acknowledge, to me, it is like Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz are descending into madness, because as this was happening,
yes,
he was just screaming blood and guts. It was just a repeated, and I'm like, is everybody losing their mind? What is
with the state of wrestling? I would imagine so.
You're right. I forgot this picture. We need to talk about this here.
Oh yeah. Sammy. Well, first, okay, so I was so focused on Sammy being involved as Fuego del Sol and costing the reason Jericho won that I didn't realize Hager's outfit is an atrocity, and he needs to give that back to the Young Bucks, because
the Young Bucks don't even need to put that on.
The Young Bucks would need some Young Bucks leftovers.
Nobody.
They're rejects.
They are. It's not even executed well. But back to that situation. So yes, we saw Fuego del Sol come out and hit Ortiz with Jericho's bat, which gave Jericho the win. And it turned out to be everybody's fallen star,
Well,
Sammy.
he's back.
Sammy has now made his way back to Jericho.
I will say, at least now he's full heel instead of them trying to be like, look, we like him. You guys look, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You guys like him? No.
Is that what they were trying to convince us of?
Yes, they kept coming from the face tunnel. They were still trying to be like, hey, like trying to force it down our throats that, yeah, we should no, we don't like it.
I don't like any of it. I'm going to go ahead and show this one too because we have this picture. The man was shaving his own head again with the descent into madness.
Hey, it was
the whole thing, I kind of knew Jericho wasn't going to lose.
Yeah.
But
we could have hoped because that maiden's looking a little rough.
Well, it's a little dry. He needs some leave-in conditioner. But did we need this match?
No, it could have just been a match.
Did we need it at all, though? Is the question.
No, we're having blood and guts.
According to Ortiz, because that's all he could say after he took his L, was blood and guts as he was shaving his beautiful hair off.
What a tragedy.
What a tragedy. Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you, and y'all can agree or disagree. I don't care. Again, Father's Day is Sunday, or argue with your mama. It felt very black kid at the wrestling meet has to shave his hair off because it's not regulation. It felt very loaded to me, but I mean, I could care less what the hell y'all think about it. I said what I said. But it's not surprising that he was the one that had to shave his head. We didn't even need the barber or the chair because he just went on ahead and did off himself. Kingston did try to help as much as he could, but Eddie can only do so much. The loose ankles only allow for so much. So, I don't even know how this match is gonna be at Blood and Guts.
So much Eddie Kingston slander on this show.
I love Eddie. I do. But his ankles are like loose nuts and bolts. I said what I said.
Well, everyone has, a thing. His are his ankles. Maybe
and his are loose ankles.
He's got to tape them up.
Yes, correct.
You gotta tape those up, Eddie.
We love Eddie here. We really do. The loose ankles get me every time. Okay. But what are we thinking about Blood and Guts? About this?
I hope it's the end. It'll be a great match. It'll be fun, but it needs to end. But also, then where do we go?
I'm over it.
So, yeah. Because then it's going to be Inner Circle Part 2.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, especially with Sammy now being reunited with his fearless leader.
Yeah, and then they're borrowing people to get ahead, but there's a lot going on. I don't know. But I hope it's the end, but I also don't know what do we do? What do we do with all these people after?
Honestly, the jobbers go back to jobbing. And
back to Elevation.
Back to Canada. Okay, that might have been a lot. So we're gonna move along because there's plenty of Jericho slander coming on. Don't worry about it.
Wardlow was next. Is that what happened?
Listen, the People's Court theme music sent me to the rafters. Okay, I was sobbing laughing at Wardlow versus the plaintiffs, aka 20 respective security staff members who are filing a lawsuit. But instead of going to court, oh, no. We're not going to go to court. We're just going to fight you in the ring, Wardlow. And whoever wins is going to win the court case. And we had the definition of smash 'em, stack 'em, and pin 'em happening. Yes. Roman Reigns, take notes, baby, because Wardlow was smashing and stacking and pinning. I don't even know how he had the strength to do that many power bombs.
A lot.
He was just popping them out. Like, I was like, that man is tired. Because I'm tired.
Good for him. I don't even know.
It was the stamina for me.
Good for him.
But who won, friend? Who won the court case?
Oh, well, I mean, I think Wardlow won. The odds were pretty stacked against him. So yes, Wardlow won. He went after Sterling, and then there was Lambert and your favorite, Scorpio Sky. Listen, I just want to see the picture because it made me giggle because he tried to send his friends out, and then he was shook because look at him.
Let me tell you something.
That's what happened with Sterling. And then his friends were like, nah, I don't want any of that.
His friends literally was like, you know what, friend? Nah.
Hold on.
The idea was cute, but I'm going to just stand right here.
I actually don't want to show, so I didn't know who this man was. But now I'm good.
Right. Right. I was just here because y'all was in town. I don't
you gave me
really know what's going on here. But yeah, so Wardlow did get the victory in his court case. Congratulations to that man. He is now free to do whatever it is that he wants to do.
Well, he wants that TNT title.
Does he? Okay. This is the thing.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't get to talk about this last week.
I almost feel like the TNT title would be below him.
You're not wrong. Because
you just got out of a feud with MJF.
True. To be fair, MJF, yeah.
So it's like you.
But on the other hand, he could hopefully bring the elevate the title.
Hopefully, but then you get the problem of too many big dudes with titles, if that makes sense.
True.
Because it's supposed to be a mid-card title, which is fine. Wardlow is not a mid-card guy to me. But that's just me, like that's just my opinion.
No, you're not wrong.
Especially with Punk being out.
Well, they did that weird thing where he's like, "Oh, I don't want to be interim. I want to like be like a weird, like I don't understand why he would do that. Wouldn't he want to be like, yeah, I'll keep the title warm till you're back, Punk? Like, and that's not even Healy. That's like still like I'm a tough guy. Like I don't know. It's AEW. Doesn't make sense.
No. I just
I get it. They want him to sound like noble, but it doesn't make him sound noble. It's just kind of like
whiny.
Like yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but I mean, also, AEW does not have the best track record when it comes to interim champions. They had Sammy looking like a fool carrying 2 belts. Like it just,
I'm so sick of interim.
I don't blame them for not wanting to be caught up in all of that. Because I feel like Tony Khan does not know the definition of interim. I feel like he changes it every time. He just makes it up as he goes.
Oh man, we need the Princess Bride. You keep saying that word. I don't think that means what you think it means.
I don't think it means what you think it means, sir. But I digress. We're not going to bash Tony Khan today. We're going to move on to one half of the living legends and 6-star FTR, Dax Harwood, going against the youngin that is
So anyways, yeah, he beat Will Ospreay.
You know what? Go ahead, because you over here real salty about this match. Go for it, friend.
No, I just don't like Will Ospreay, and I went on a whole rant about it, and I don't think he deserves to be on television because he is disgusting. So I don't really care about ever seeing him on my television. Good for Dax. It was a great match. His stash looked great, but then Orange Cassidy came back, and that's all I care about. So I said what I said. My boys are Punky Vice, Orange Cassidy, FTR. Love to see it.
Love to see it. I was so happy when the Fresh Squeeze juice hit. Love me some Orange Cassidy and his blue jean joggers. Um, I don't disagree with you about Will Ospreay. I don't. I mean, okay.
Yeah,
I
I do.
don't. I
You're
don't.
here. You're okay. Cool.
What do you want me to say? I don't. I don't have nothing
When you're
for that
there,
man.
I don't care.
And you know what? On that note, we're gonna move on to
Anyways,
the face that happened, the head to head that happened. And you know what? It was pretty great.
look at him.
Look at the hair. It's the hair.
No, God.
It's the luxury locks for me. And the one line that made my entire night. He told Chris Jericho to shut up, and that was the funniest. And not funniest. I said what I said, funniest. I was on this couch rolling
I was like,
when
say
he
what?
told Jericho to shut his damn mouth. Okay.
I mean, Tana speaks for the people. He is the ace.
I just
We have to get to this whole segment because it's talking about Jericho again.
and
It started out great. I was so into it. I was like, yeah, all right.
it did. Mox had a hell of a promo recorded or vignette, whatever you want to call it, recorded before. Talking his noise as he does, because we know Mox, the one thing he can do is he can talk. So I've always been able to talk. You know, talking about how long he's been trying to get his hands on, you know, this man and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And now it's finally time. I am not mad about them main eventing Forbidden Door at all. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I think the people that have not had the chance to see, because most of them have seen Mox, but the people who have not had the chance to see the ace in action, you are in for it. It's going to be a great freaking match. But of course, it had to be interrupted by...
Unnecessary. This was the mayonnaise and the spice.
Oh, wait. I think that picture is in the wrong place.
Oh, well.
This one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, we're going to move it up. So the ghetto happened, and Jericho and his unconditioned hair just had to come out and talk about how he deserves to be here and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And I beat this person in. Let me tell you something, Christopher Harik. Don't nobody care no more. We don't care no more. Come out, let the people sing Fozzy, fight whoever you're going to fight, and go sit the hell down. I am no longer interested in anything the society has to offer. Jericho, you're giving me nothing. You're giving me nothing but reconstructed abs and dry ass hair. That's what you're giving me. Your promos is not giving me. You're sounding whiny. You're giving me back Y2 Jericho, shiny, button down, young, annoying. I want to be the best heel Jericho. Is what you're giving me right now, and I'm not standing for that.
It was great.
Okay,
in 1999.
What happened?
I said it was great in 1999.
Well, it's not giving what you think it's giving, Jericho. But they did come out. They did. Sorry, on picture. Because I don't even want to talk about this.
Yeah, he borrowed some Suzuki Goon members, Lance Archer, all of them.
And then, of course, Sammy came back with his new fiance. Jericho took the time to introduce them as the newest members of the society and to announce the upcoming match that they've now added to Forbidden Door, which is Suzuki, Jericho, and Sammy versus Yuta, Eddie, and Shota Umino.
I'm just here for a shooter. I need a backstage where Moxie shooter. You know, if you know, you know. If you watch New Japan, that's the son. I'm here for it. That's all I cared. I heard that and I said, I'm sorry, what? I don't care about this man. I don't care about anything else. And I don't believe that Suzuki would lend his goons out to Jericho.
I don't either.
I don't believe it.
I mean, there's a lot of places that he may lean his goons out to, but Jericho?
Yeah.
We know how he mistreats people.
Yeah, I don't think, Suzuki, no. Murder Grandpa. I don't know. I don't like it.
Well,
It'll be a
apparently,
match.
yeah, it's gonna be a good match on one side. Um, we're gonna get it, and y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it because I didn't ask for this. And also, let me go back to this picture.
Do we have to?
Tay, ma'am, with these kitten heels on, like you 75 going to Easter Sunday, I need you to get it together.
Oh, I didn't even notice the shoes.
You look like a bachata dancer that just lost, and now you just showed up at the wrestling show because you ain't had nothing else to do. It was in the same building. Ma'am, get your footwear together. You was not given. You was given old lady kitten heels. Okay. I don't care. Again, your mother is available. Go argue with her.
Listen, we Turnbuckle Glam is on hiatus for another week, so that's your Turnbuckle Glam from the minute.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started. We are gonna move on
Anyways,
to the
moving on.
next segment that happened. Our girl,
Beautiful. Look at her. Palette cleanser.
go for it. You can take this one, friend. Take it.
I love her. And I know she's going for my girls' women's championship, but you know what? And I don't like when my babies fight, but it's going to be I'm having a great time watching this happen. But she said everybody wants Toni Storm to be champion. She's ready. She's focused. Great promo. She looked gorgeous. It was not in the women's death slot. It was before a men's match. We love to see that. There's a focus on the women's championship, and I'm very happy to see this. Keep this energy up. I say this every time. Please keep it up.
You didn't say it every time.
I say it all the time. But yes, would you enjoy this promo? Because I thought it was a great promo.
I did. It was cute. It was cute. Toni did what she needed to do. She put Britt on notice, and she actually said that she is going to elevate the women's division in a way that Britt could not as champion. That was interesting.
There was a spice.
I was like, okay, Toni, you getting a little habanero out here. Look at you getting a little spicy.
It was also the Brittany for me when she called her Brittany.
Brittany.
I was like, ooh.
Brittany.
Ooh, I'm serious now. It's Brittany.
No, she started off the promo by saying,
Brittany.
You're a dentist, so I know you're not stupid. I know you can read. I was like,
and she admitted, she's like, I left school at 15. She's like, I'm dumb. Like, you're not, but
I
love her so much.
Toni did what needed to be done. Okay, she really did. And then next we had one of your favorites of all time.
Do you love Miro? Look at him.
We love Miro here. I thought because we've been having a barrage of backstage appearances that maybe just maybe we were going to get some CJ tonight, but I think that would have been way too much chaos.
No, it would have. It maybe would have gotten lost in all the chaos.
I think so too.
If she ever comes, it needs to be a moment. I thought the moment was LA, but it wasn't. So.
Yeah. But who did he take on, friend?
Oh, yes. Canadian heartthrob, Ethan Page.
Canadian, is that his nickname?
I don't know. I just called him a Canadian heartthrob.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's handsome.
I don't know. He's
annoying, but handsome.
Very annoying, and I need him away from Lambert.
ASAP.
I need everybody away from Lambert, but
I need Lambert away from Lambert. Get yourself away from yourself, sir. Please remove yourself from yourself.
Let's go.
How was the match for you? This is your boy, so I know you were excited. To see it.
Miro. It's great. I mean, it was what I expected. Miro winning. Let's be real.
You didn't think Miro was going to go over?
I knew Miro was going over. I didn't think Ethan Page was going to win, but it was a great match and a great showing for him.
It was. I agree.
Because I think people forget what a good wrestler Ethan Page is because he is stuck with Lambert. So I think it was good for him to be out there and show out the way he did.
Right.
But of course, it ended
the way it should have.
Yeah. There was. I looked at the graphics. laughing side. I'm sorry, Ethan. You drew the short end of the stick.
I mean, I don't know what he expected to happen,
Right?
being honest.
Truly an upset if he would have won.
Yeah. So who do you think's gonna win next week? Penta versus Malachi.
Okay, so isn't is Penta in the same situation with Andrade where he's in AAA so he can't work with New Japan?
I think he is.
So unfortunately, I think we
It
all
ain't
know.
gonna be Penta. All right. Well, great, wonderful.
I saw them. I was like, "Oh no!"
Listen,
So, I mean, either way, Malachi and Penta, I love both. So,
I mean, I'm
but
sure
it's
Malachi's
just
gonna go over. Malachi's, I won't say the bigger draw because they're actually pretty even.
mhm.
But you are right. I forgot.
Yeah.
But then how is Sammy able to do that when him and Tay are their current mixed tag team champions?
Wait, AAA or CMLL?
AAA.
There'll be shenanigans. He probably won't be in the match.
Who, Sammy?
Maybe not. There'll be
Sammy's
something.
good for the match, though.
I know, but maybe something will happen. There's
Mm.
100 people in the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Well, and also, people pick and choose.
That's true because
These federations are infamous for
Well,
saying,
because
"Oh, nobody
Sammy
can do anything,"
works-
and then Mickey James shows up at the Royal Rumble. So I mean, it's just
I think Sammy and Tay are different because they were like newer, probably.
Well, and they may
not-
not be contracted to AAA.
Yeah.
They
I-
may just be
Yeah, like
holding their titles.
Yeah. That's probably what it is. Because they are AEW talent. They probably just lend them to AAA. So that's probably the
AEW lends their talent everywhere, though.
Yeah. So I think Andrade is probably in his contract to be with AAA. And probably Penta, because they are huge names in Mexico. So I would assume that contracts are different than Sammy and Tay. Sammy and Tay don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing here in America. Barely mean anything in Mexico. I said what I
I
said.
mean, you said it, not me.
I said what I said.
So we'll see what ends up happening with Penta versus Malachi, and then I think that last bracket is just going to be to New Japan.
Yeah, they did say who was going to be. I think it's this weekend at the New Japan shows, but I forgot who it was.
I did too.
We'll find out. And it was like one of the young lions, I think. One
It
of the New
definitely
Japan
was.
Strong, I think. I
Yeah.
want to say it was like Carl Fredericks, but I probably am wrong.
We'll verify that for you guys.
Somebody, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody will know.
Moving along, we had Adam the Stallion next.
Look at that. Look at that behind him. Gross.
Did you say gross?
Yes.
Are you
know I
not
don't.
a Jay White?
You know I don't like Jay White. I don't like Jay White.
Oh,
I know.
Lord, do
Santana
not
has
let
that-
Santana hear you say
No,
that.
he
out
already
loud.
knows.
Santana is descending into a pile of anger right now. I don't mind Switchblade. But I will be honest. Great promos, but I have no dog in this fight. I don't care.
Yeah, it's the same old elite Bullet Club infighting. All the boys, they're emotional.
It was the pleas from Adam Cole to be included or to be the person that he picked for me. That, I don't know if y'all were paying attention to the background while Jay was cutting this promo, but all you heard was, "Come on, Jay, please, man." I mean, and I'm like, is he begging?
No, he really was. He wants.
You are not the elite groveling. Tell me something. Jay White got the power, apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see who he picked because he said it's going to be neither of the two.
Yeah,
So
who
it's
is
gonna
it?
be no Adams in the fight. So no Adam the Stallion and no Britt Baker's boyfriend.
Also, how does Adam Cole know that Okada's not going to be at Forbidden Door? And why would you tell me that, Adam? Why are you trying to ruin my life?
You know, I really think he may not be there. And that is concerning.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
We're already not getting Kenny.
Yeah. We're not
We're not
getting
getting
Punk.
Okada either. How true do you think it is that he said?
I hope it's not true because I would have. I said it last week. I wanted Okada and Hangman to fight because I wanted the thick boys to be fighting. I wanted the thighs out.
It is Hoochie Daddy season.
It is. Batista GIF, give me what I want. It's so disappointing. And if you think of New Japan, if you barely know anything about New Japan, it's Okada, it's Tana, and those are your two mainstays that you know. So if you don't have that, is it really a forbidden door?
No, it's just some talented people from over there coming over here.
Yeah.
I mean, other than of course the Mox match.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, and I guess we do have Murder Grandpa now.
I do want Murder Grandpa. I also
Not
want.
that
I
I'm
want.
not excited about him teaming with Christopher.
Just
but
turn it off after the entrance.
I could do that. I could do that.
Mm-hmm. Just pretend he had some other match. I hope they have Sonata there. Love of my life, Sonata. It's my boo. So it's weird. It's weird. We don't even know what's happening, and it's like a week and a half away.
I stopped trying to figure it out at this point. I'm just here.
I'm just disappointed in the lack of structure because I'm a Virgo. So it's very upsetting to watch AEW and there's no structure. So please, Tony, hire me. Please.
Y'all already owe us money. Just
he didn't even give us money when I saw that man.
Just let us help you.
It's really, yeah.
Tony. Hey, Tony. Okay. That's
I
all.
always have this by me, you know where to find me. Our ats are right there.
Oh wait, hold on. They're not. Let me put it back. Wait. Let me put it back. Wait, please.
No.
Boom. Okay.
There we go. Our ats are right there.
My phone number has been the same since the 10th grade, baby. You can find me. I promise.
It's easy. You're Tony Conti, you're a billionaire. You can find us easy. Yeah, it's the lack of structure for me. Because this could be amazing. It could have. I know it's sold out in a minute, but you should still know what you're going to.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's the bare minimum. Even though cards subject to change,
exactly.
You could at least tell me what it could change from. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But exactly. Who am I? I'm just the redheaded girl that covers wrestling on the weekdays.
Yeah, we just talk about wrestles.
We talk about wrestling. That's it. Speaking of wrestling, some of the best wrestling of the night.
Yeah.
And from these two here.
Look at them. Look at Reba. Look at Rebel.
You know what? She looks great.
That was a great outfit.
And Toni, of course, was giving as she always does. Brittany and Toni decided to clash today. It was a pretty good match. Honestly, I
love watching them.
I will say, dare I say it, Toni elevated Britt just a little bit. Because we all know we do love the DMD, but she's not the crispest wrestler all the time.
No.
But she looks great out here with Toni.
I love watching them wrestle. Because you're right, like, Britt's amazing wrestler. But everyone has their strengths. Hers is obviously talking. And that's not shade. Like,
somebody got to be able to talk.
You have. Whoa.
Oh, sorry. I was not taking a shot. I was not taking a shot.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Wow. Week gone, really. That's messed up. But no, like, she is amazing. But, like, sometimes you're like, that was okay, Britt. Like, I'm be real. Like, sometimes I'm like, it was a good match. Could have been better.
The match with Britt and Ruby was not okay. No.
Yeah. But I love watching Toni and Britt because you're right. Toni elevates Britt, and it's always new, and it's like really aggressive, and they're always like it's so good to watch them.
I agree.
And then
Al, you tell the people. Tell the people what happened.
Oh, yeah. Look, we remembered we have a women's champion this week, and she came out during the other women's match. Look at her running in those pants. How'd she even get in those pants?
Running in those pants for me.
How'd she squeezed herself in those pants. She ran off Jamie. So is this a face on face match? I guess we're getting, because this is happening at Forbidden Door. They announced it.
Yes.
It is. I would prefer a longer build.
Well, but I feel like it's been pretty long because they've had like tag matches together. They've shot at each other in promos and stuff like that.
But it really like kicked off last week.
Okay, that's true.
Because then Toni was like, "Look, I have your belt," and then Thunder was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, no, this is mine." So maybe shenanigans ensue at Forbidden Door.
Of course, they're gonna ensue. I mean,
Brittany.
dare I say, Britain?
Yes, you know what? Early prediction could change next week. Things happen, but I'm gonna say shenanigans ensue to keep this feud alive. At least till when's Battle of the Belts? August? Maybe Battle of the Belts.
Okay.
Because I'm not mad at this feud.
No, I'm not. Okay. I like that.
Keep it apart, maybe a week or so. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then come back together. But that's a crazy idea for having a long-term women's story. What a crazy idea. That's a weird idea that I have that I think would be entertaining.
Well, you've been spot on, but we'll get to that.
The Strawberry New
Now
Moon
we have to
energy.
get to this because this made my heart so happy. When she walked into the frame, I was like, it is my girl. I love me some Willow Nightingale. I cannot wait to meet her and hug her and tell her how amazing she is. I know her tag partner, so I'm good. I'm already in the door. I just have to be around them at the same time. So, Faye, I know you watching. I need to give Willow a hug. I already hugged you, girl. I got your phone number. I got your address, all that. But Willow, love her. It was a cute little interchange between them. I love Willow as a face. I feel like even when Willow tries to play heel, she's not really a heel. She just does not have that in her. She's not a mean girl. That's just not her MO. But this promo between the two of them was adorable.
I loved it. She's so good. Held her own. If you'd like never seen her, you'd be like, "Oh, I like her. Yep, who is she?" Like, she held her own against Stokely Hathaway. Like, I'm sorry, this man, like, one of the top talkers right now.
Exactly.
And she held her own and didn't like look stupid or like she doesn't belong there.
Also, I am excited to see how Stokely's going to do on commentary. That's going to be interesting with those fools on commentary and Stokely. Because listen, one of my favorite things that Stokely ever did, and y'all can feel how y'all feel about it. I don't care again. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. When him, Trick, and Carmelo did that promo and he was translating AAVE for the people who did not understand what Trick and Carmelo were saying.
Yes.
I do not normally enjoy cultural appropriation or, WWE has a way of putting different cultures on display that does not feel authentic. That was hilarious. Stokely was basically the white person whisperer for anybody who didn't understand what was going on. And he was literally translating, and I was undone. So I cannot wait to hear him on commentary with them. Anytime Stokely can get on a mic, give it to him. He is phenomenal. He is phenomenal. And like you said, Willow held her own. She was like, "You don't remember me? You remember me. You didn't see me around. Child, don't act like that. You know who I am." But I'm gonna answer that open challenge though. I'm gonna be there. And Stokely literally said, disrespectfully, "Girl, you crazy, but I'm gonna see you on Friday." I was tickled.
Can those two have a show? Like, I want a little like web series.
Because I didn't like the disrespect. Don't you disrespectfully say anything to Willow Nightingale ever.
Yeah.
But he literally said disrespectfully, "Girl, you crazy."
He said, "You want to be a baddie?" And she said,
You
"No."
want to be a baddie? Do you want to be a baddie? That man told her, I used to have an afro back in the day. Stokely,
Sir.
please, please, sir. It was a highlight of the night for me, honestly. It really was. I'm glad to see Willow on AEW TV. I know she's been on, Dark and all that, and she's fought Mercedes, for on Ring of Honor. But I love her here, and I love this, and it was the perfect thing to go right before that last match. What did you think, sis?
Oh, I loved it. I'm waiting for that All Elite graphic to happen because it's coming.
You think so?
She's been on there enough, and they gave her a promo. Let's be real. They don't even give some of their contracted girls promos.
I mean, I was going to bring that up because we got AQA on the roster, and
where is she? Is she on a milk? We need a milk carton, because.
I mean, she's been on Dark, I think, like once or twice.
See, this is not a mess. It was
AQA.
better. This was a better week for women.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt. Where's AQA?
Milk carton. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not shade. That's shade to a company, not a person.
Right.
This was a better week. We got promos before the men. We got championships in with other feuds. We got somebody who's not signed in another promo with a man. Jade wasn't on there, but she was still represented and still yep, she's still around. So
you're right.
I was very pleasantly surprised by the ladies.
You know what? For that.
I can't breathe. I was spun all the way around. I can't.
We gotta celebrate our wins when we can. Okay, it was a good Wednesday for the women. Okay, and we gotta get loud for that. Okay, if anything deserves to get loud, that deserves to get loud.
Oh, Twitch, why did you do this to us?
You love it.
Oh, I do. It kills me every time.
And you know what, though? I'm going to let you catch your breath because I'm going to let you have this last segment. You talk about it. Because this is your boys, even though what happened at the end was all my heartbreak. But we will get to that. I'm going to let you have it, friend. You let me know when you're ready and you take it away.
All right, hold on. Let me get a drink.
Look, let me get one, too.
Okay. Not sponsored by Sprite, but
Also not sponsored by Simply Lemonade.
Ooh.
This is the Simply Spiked.
Ooh.
This is the signature that have a watermelon, a blueberry, and a strawberry. Pretty good.
I have not tried those yet.
It is not giving Truly. It's not giving White Claw or any of those where the flavor is not what they said it is. It actually tastes like spiked lemonade. So if you are of partaking age,
legal ages. We don't promote anything but legal here.
If you don't celebrate Juneteenth, then you celebrate something. I know you see my Pan-African flag in the background. It's just going to be a good Saturday, good Sunday, Father's Day. You might want to pick one.
I have a lovely 4-day weekend, so that sounds great.
I'm just saying. Anyway, friend, whenever you're ready. So
our main event. What was our main event? Oh, well, okay. So our main event was changed a little bit because last week it was a triple threat. And due to circumstances we spoke about above, it was just a 2-team. It was Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. Just in time for Jurassic Park. It was why they didn't have them promote it, I will never understand. It was right there. Anywho's against the Young Bucks for the tag titles. Ladder match. Of course, all the tables, chairs, all of it came out. Look at him. Jungle Boy and his tassels. Is that leopard he was wearing?
Leopard.
His family was there. Bucks in my favorite gear. favorite. I need some California joggers like that.
Yeah, same.
Like
I
when
will say those titles felt like they were suspended way higher than normal,
very high.
especially for in that picture. Like
Yeah, they're not even in the
they're
shot.
barely in the frame.
Barely.
Anyway, your segment, friend. Continue.
You're fine. You can chime in at any time. Because well, let me say this before. Did this feel a little off to you because you're like this was supposed to be a triple threat? It feels a little. There was like a weird energy, right?
Yeah, you left my boys out, but whatever.
They could have added somebody else in. Let's be real.
I mean, there's hardly any single stars at all in AEW. You could have found two. I'm just saying, but
You
what
could.
do I know?
Could you imagine Hobbs and Starks in this?
Listen, my heart was settled because I did not see Hobbs this week, and you just brought
I'm
him up
sorry. I'm
and into
sorry.
my brain, and now he is
I'm
there.
sorry.
That is a big, fine. You know what? Happy Father's Day, Will Hobbs. I hope you have a wonderful Father's Day this weekend. Okay. If Will Hobbs is your daddy, don't argue with him. Go argue with your mama. Anyway.
So, anyways, Bucks and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus did all the flippy dippy things. Everyone was going through tables.
Lots of tables.
So many
Lots of
tables.
Home Depot and Lowe's need to have stock in AEW at this point because
In wrestling
the
in
amount of
general,
tables.
but
There is some children's center somewhere that needs new tables, and we can't get them because you putting Luchasaurus through 7 tables at a time. I'm just
you know
saying.
what they should do? It should be like when you like buy something and plant a tree. They should be like for every table we buy, we have to buy double and donate them.
Tony Khan,
I mean,
I'm
all
trying to get
companies.
we can get your tax write-offs going. We can get y'all,
right there.
you could be working with the schools, you could be working with let me tell you something. Tables and chairs, for every table and chair that they bought, if they donated one to a community center or elementary school, man. Anyway.
WWE, do it to a boys and girls club. I can't even say. It's right there. Why do we have to do all the work? Anyways,
Everything. We have to do everything. Let the women do it.
So they were flipping through everything in front of Jungle Boy's mom and his sister. They all have that beautiful hair. Good for them. So it's crazy. My Hulu cut out at one point because it was too crazy. It like froze and came back, and I was like, I missed a man going through a table, but I didn't miss all of them.
I mean, you could. There was like 17 of them.
There was what Nick put him to the elbow. Was a I don't remember which buck. One of the Bucks elbow through the table. They set up 8 tables for Luchasaurus.
Which, let me just say,
okay,
the last time that we had a chaotic ass multi-tag team match, Luchasaurus threw his goddamn arm out the socket. And now you want to be the one to go through the 8 table stacking mountain play? No. Get somewhere and sit your big behind down. Your arm can only go out the socket so many times before you have issues, sir.
Yeah,
last time you went to one table and the arm was backwards. Now you want to go through 8 and try again. Why are we playing these games? Rotator cuff for to be out of there. I'm just saying, please sit down, sir.
Everyone needs to sit down. All of these men need to sit down.
Have a seat.
Okay, there was almost a BTE trigger on top of the ladder, and I was like, "Oh no, nope, no, don't, nope." Mm-mm. I saw Jungle Boy's life flash before my eyes. Did not like that, but he pushed him over. Then a whole thing, shenanigans. And he might be legit injured, is what Twitter's telling me. He got stretchered out, so that's
who did?
Jungle Boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much. Never mind. We'll get to it.
We'll see.
Because I feel like somebody's activities probably contributed to that as well.
Right. But yes, that was insane. People think that's the Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus was out. Gotta get the big man out, obvi. Then you do the actual BT trigger at the end on the ground, thankfully not on the ladder. Somehow, Nick's busted open at one point, just bloody mouth. nasty.
Don't worry, we got a
full blood goatee.
Yeah.
But we have new tag team champions, the Young Bucks. Get that bass. I can't. Do you think this was how it was always going to be?
Yeah. I do. Even though I don't like them, that doesn't mean people don't like them. I mean, people like them. People have been waiting for this. I do know that the Bucks are more interested in those Ring of Honor titles because they love the old school style that Ring of Honor has. But you know, I think it was going to. They had a long run. Jurassic Park did, and they could always get it back.
Yeah.
You know, but it was time.
But yeah,
And it was time. They weren't really. They were holding it, and it wasn't bad, but there was nothing fresh happening. So the Young Bucks might be able to put a little spark behind it again.
I feel like until like last month, till build up for Double or Nothing, they weren't doing anything. In the past month, they really put them in all these matches. It was like, oh yeah, you guys are champions. Yeah, let's put you in the. So that sucks. But what happened at the end? Bucks walk off into the sunset. Oh yeah, Jungle Boy took a Matt's shoe off at one point.
Yeah, that happened.
Shoe in hand. They're walking up the ramp. We're like, all right, let's wrap this up. Let's go home. Christian's checking on his boys. Christian checks on Jungle Boy, and yeah, the thing that I've been calling for weeks, months, happened. We got a kill switch. We got a chair beat downs.
Definitely a concerto in honor of his partner who took one from Judgment Day recently. Child, listen. Okay.
Oh, you have thoughts now, yes. What are your thoughts?
I was sitting in here. I was like, okay, show's over. Let me send Al the link. We about to get on here. We about to do the things. I saw that man hit him with that, and I literally screamed, "Not yet! It's not time yet! They just got their ass whooped. Christian, why?" It felt a little premature, and the reason why I say that is they had already gotten their asses whooped, right? So either it was the breaking point of y'all always losing. I'm so sick of y'all asses always losing. But I feel like it would have been more relevant at a different time, but it's okay because it served a purpose. The people were shocked, okay? The audience faces were like...
Yeah. Well, okay, me, who has been... I have been Miss Cleo and tried predicting this, and I have been like, it's going to happen. Then today I was like, oh, I guess it's not happening. And I was shook. And that's the perfect timing. But they probably had to pull the trigger on it early too, because maybe with Jeff things, maybe they needed something to like.
Well, we do know that they're gonna have to step up some things because we don't know how long Jeff will be out, or if he'll ever be back. Right. I mean, I'm not gonna make the jokes I usually make about Tony Khan, but he doesn't seem like somebody that'll keep him off the roster for it. But also he needs to go home. So this may be their way of integrating Christian back into wrestling action from being a manager, which is going to be needed over the next couple of weeks, especially with, again, Punk out.
Yeah.
And no idea when Kenny Ibushi is coming back. We just got Orange Cassidy back, so that'll be helpful. But these babies gonna have to put it on their shoulders. We don't even know where MJF is. We saw no MJF this week.
Second week in a row.
So, you got one of your pillars not even showing up at this point. So I feel like it's a scramble. It's a scramble to give that shock value to continue to keep people interested, because
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me though. That's just me though.
No, you're right. Like 2 weeks ago, everything was roses and sunshine, and Punk was our champion, and we were in California. They were in California for the first time, and I was there, and I was like, "This is so great! Everything's happened," and then done. And now here we are, 2 weeks later. Everything is like changing. They're probably scrambling, like, "What do we do?" I can't imagine trying to run a company. First of all, they run their company crazy. Let's be real. So imagine you're like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We have this pay-per-view we have to build to. Oh no, all of our stars are gone. What do we do? What do we do? Like that sounds terrifying.
Right.
But I think they're doing okay. They have the star power. It's just how to use it. You have the talent, and it's not Jericho.
It absolutely is not. Your great white hope has gone to great white hell. I'm sorry. Jericho's not it. I said what I said. Clip it, post it. I don't give a damn. Your great white hope. The ship has sailed. And Jake Yeager never wear that two-piece again.
No, please don't.
I'm talking about, don't even throw it away. Just burn it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it was bad.
Yeah. It needs to go back to hell from whence it came. Yeah, but I mean, for them probably being shook and scrambled because this just happened, they probably had an entirely different show 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good show. Like I was thoroughly entertained.
I mean, I agree. It was definitely still a hot pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I wasn't ready for turn yet. But it's here, and I got to get ready. And the dichotomy of Christian turning and Edge being turned on. Chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. In the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Chef's kiss. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Christian was always my favorite of the two. Christian Cage, outwork everybody. I don't know if this means he's going heel now. We don't know what this means for Christian,
though.
but I'm ready to see it. I'm actually ready to see what's going to happen.
I love a heel Christian. Heel Christian is always going to show out because he is always going to be like, "Oh, you thought I was a weak link, because that's what everyone thinks Christian is." Nah,
but it never was him. He never was.
They were equal.
But the people don't want to talk about that because they don't want to admit. And there's nothing wrong. And listen, this is not a WWE show, so we're not going to get deep into this. There's nothing wrong with Edge. He's an absolute legend. We love Edge here. But do not ever disrespect Christian Cage.
Mm-mm.
Christian did the same amount of work. And is still doing it at a very high level as well. So we give our flowers here on this show.
Also retired and didn't think he was going to wrestle. So
talk about it, friend.
So why are you sleeping on him?
Okay. All right.
So I love heel Christian. I love heel Christian with Trish, with what's his name, Tomko, all of it.
Well, looks like you're gonna get your rich friend. We're gonna get the Mo heel Christian.
Bring back we can't probably use a peep show, but bring something back.
Right. Right.
For the peep show, I don't know, chat a letter.
Peep showing? No.
You could think of something. Or just like, again, if you need some help, we'll brainstorm with you. We'll get on a Zoom call. We'll do some brainstorming. Christian, okay. We're right here. For Christian, we'll lower our fee.
You're not wrong.
I didn't say free.
You are not wrong.
Christian,
but yeah, that was the end of our show.
It was great.
I think the spicy pepper was fair. The hot pepper was fair. I think
it was hot. It was
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Sammy and Tay.
That's a. Anyways,
Throw them damn kitten heels away.
yes.
Ugh.
Am I gonna have to like sit her and Giselle down about shoes?
Child, it ain't no hope.
It's
But
like, somebody help them. Please help them.
they don't want to be helped. They want to keep putting them ugly shoes on.
I mean, I
I'm
guess.
sick of it, damn it. I will no longer stand for this. And these ugly ass shoes.
There's no reason.
None whatsoever.
You get paid more than me. Like, you should. It's like, come on. Even Amazon has some better shoes. Jesus.
Hello.
Anyways,
Tell
spicy show, thank God, because last week was real bland.
it was. Last week was I don't even know if we could call last week a pepper,
It
honestly.
was not. There was no flavor.
It was a bell pepper,
Unseasoned.
maybe. No, because bell peppers ain't bland.
It was unseasoned. There was nothing.
No pepper. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This
Well,
week, proud it.
Well, they had to do something because it wasn't looking good.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. It's the go home show before Forbidden Door.
Mhm.
Maybe some more matches, some clarifications. We'll know who's in the title for the ABCDEFG title. I don't know. Oceans, Mountains title. It's a lot of words.
Maybe we'll get an actual card.
Ooh.
Just saying. Tony, it's an idea. A card would be nice.
Announce Orange Cassidy and who shall not be named. And Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. Multi-man match. And of course,
Mox.
and Tana.
You didn't bring all these people from Japan for 4 matches. So where's the card? Where is the damn card? But I will say, we did say we weren't going to get any women on the card. And guess what we got?
Hey.
So, you know what? Thank y'all for listening to us. We will take our check whenever you're ready to cut it. Again, my Zelle, my Cash App, all of that is open. I'm trying to go on a staycation this weekend anyway. So if you want to pay for the hotel room for the weekend, that'd be great.
Some Simply Lemonade, something.
Do something. But okay, Tony Khan, we'll discuss it later. We'll discuss it later. It's fine.
Yeah, Tony. Maybe I'll see you in Chicago, Tony. I don't know. I'm planning. Maybe.
I like that. I like that. Give him something to look forward to.
See you in your home, Tony. Let's go.
Yeah, coming on your turf. I'll tell people where they can find you.
You can find me, like you can see, it's 2_ Kayfabe Queens is my podcast on hiatus. We'll be coming back with a Double or Nothing vlog soon. Normally, I'm here on Sundays for Turnbuckle Glam, but we're going to be back in 2 weeks. Forbidden Door. The day of Forbidden Door, we'll be back.
I think so, yes.
Supersize episode.
Yes.
So check that out. I'll be back next week with my fellow Dynamite doll. And we have all the shows that Meeka's going to run down because we have 800 shows for everybody.
Yeah, and still adding. Okay, let me see. First of all, y'all know where y'all can find me, Meek the Mage, on all the things Making Magic. Y'all know how it goes. Oh, we got a comment. Oh, thank you. That's TK probably. Thank you. Show rundown. Monday, we have the Raw post show with your Salt Shakers, one half of our Turnbuckle Glam squad. Tuesday, you have...
Tuesdays are empty, right? We got nothing.
It is, but I think there's something that's going to start being on Tuesdays, and I can't remember. But anyway, Wednesdays, you have us here, not Turnbuckle. Us here, your Dynamite dolls, doing your Dynamite post show. You also get Miz. Miz. I thought so.
There we go.
Is going to start being on Tuesday. I thought so. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Fearless Leader. We love you so much. Thursdays is, of course, our pack days. You get Creep Squad After Dark every 2 weeks. You get the Impact post show. You get the NXT and NXT UK post show. And then you get news of some sort, which there will be more information coming about news shortly because you're going to start getting news way more frequently. Friday, of course, you have the Rampage and SmackDown after show with Santana and Stephanie, who were here last week in my steed. Thank you so much, ladies. Love you guys so much. Saturdays, you get your indie wrap-up show. Early in the morning, we'd be tired, but we'd be here. And then Sunday, like I said, we are off next week, but Turnbuckle Glam is your Sunday show. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to DM any of our pages, DM us. If y'all want to talk wrestling, all of those things. We are so grateful that you guys are still here hanging with us, loving on us. Women's Wrestling Talk is here for y'all. We love what we do, and we are so glad that y'all love us. Do you have any last words for the people, Al, before we get out of here?
No, but I think a few representatives will be out in New York this weekend, won't they?
They will. So at Black Wrestle Fest, I know that Stephanie and Katrina will both be present. So if you are in Brooklyn and planning to go, please stop by. If you find Katrina, there is the possibility to win some cashola. Ooh. Gas is high. $150 goes a long way. So, get out there, be social, have a very safe weekend. Please have a safe weekend. Come back to us. We love y'all. For those of y'all that are celebrating Juneteenth, have a great weekend. For those of y'all that are celebrating Father's Day, happy Father's Day from Al and I and the entire Women's Wrestling Talk team. We love you guys and what you do as fathers. Very, very important. And on that note, we will catch y'all. We love y'all. And you know why? Because we are the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Bye, guys.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.